a new review with Uto. Like and subscribe if you like it. Blue Lock chapter 309 has just released. We are back to Isagi and the rest of the U20 squad heading back to the Blue Lock facility after they completed their task they got from Ego. In the second half of the chapter we are getting some Nagi panels after he talked to BLUELOCK, but he gets interrupted by a very surprising character. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see this coming at all. I know some of y'all are tired of seeing Nagi at this point, but I think it's really important to the story to see how Nagi progresses and finds his ego. Alright, there's some things to talk about in this chapter, so let's get right into it. We start off chapter 309 with where we left off last time, with the group stage announcement, the group of death. Okay guys, hear me out. I know last week I said Japan is gonna get cooked by France, by England, by Nigeria, Loki and Charles, and also a Newton 11 in France. So yeah, they're kinda cooked, not gonna lie. But I don't think they're gonna get cooked anymore. I've been thinking this past week. Yes, they might win against Nigeria, but I also think they're gonna win or draw against France. Hear me out. Because we've been assuming they're gonna use Loki in the first match, but they're not gonna do that. I don't think Loki is gonna play the group stage at all because he's too good for that, you know? So they're only gonna play their Newton 11 and Charles during the group stage. You guys have to realize everyone is still underestimating Japan. So why would they play their best player against a country they're still underestimating, you know? But let's continue. After visiting Europe and also spending some time with his family, Isagi is ready to head back to Blue Lock. Look at his parents, they have no clue they're sending a whole demon to the Blue Lock facility. We continue with Isagi arriving at the Blue Lock facility. Then we see Isagi and Bachira meeting at the front door. We see Bachira giving a playful comment on Isagi's height growth. But Isagi laughs at the idea because he doesn't believe that. But then we see Rin also arriving. He responds by saying he has grown 1 centimeter in the 2 weeks they've not seen each other. Then Bachira responds by saying, do you want praise or something? Rin, I'm not gonna lie, if that was me though, I would have threw hands right on spot. Then we see Isagi trying to mitigate before something goes wrong, of course. But then we see that everyone has already arrived at the Blue Lock facility. Then we see everyone greeting each other because it's been like 2 weeks they've seen each other, you know. But then we see Ego just aura farming in the corner. My guy Ego is imitating Piccolo from Dragon Ball. Yes, we see the fit, Ego. Yes, we see the fit. Then we see Ego giving a nice ass speech. Ego is congratulating them and also saying they're not the same as they were 14 days ago. He also says they've obtained new weapons because of the tasks he gave. They also have to forget past tactics and low level thinking on how they have made it this far in Blue Lock. He continues by saying that he will use them for his dreams, but they can also use him for their dreams. Okay, Ego, keep spitting, keep spitting. We are listening. Yes, we are listening. He continues by saying they're carrying the hopes of Japanese football. But don't make this the peak of your life. Don't become satisfied. Go beyond your ego. Then he gives more information about their group stage. Their first match is versus the Kings of Africa, Nigeria. Second versus France, last versus England. He also reveals that they will be doing special training to prepare for the group stage. He finishes his speech by saying that in these 30 days he will transform them into a new reborn egoist team, announcing the beginning of the training camp. Now we continue with Nagi playing some video games in the arcades. I know some of you are tired of Nagi, but it is what it is. Continue with Nagi contemplating about the choice he made last chapter, him rejecting BLUELOCK's offer. He's wondering if he made the right choice by rejecting BLUELOCK. He thinks back about the offer BLUELOCK made to him. He thinks to himself that if he accepted the offer, he would have become a slave and it wouldn't be his ego anymore. And it's not worth to become a villain for. He thinks back to the moment Isagi told him not to quit football. And also his classmates asking if he's going pro. That's when he realizes he still has his pro contract with Man City he can accept. But Nagi is wondering if he is okay with not joining the national team. But he wants a reason why time stopped for him. Then we see his eyes finally getting some life back. What is his ego sounding for? For football or Blue Lock? Then he gets interrupted by a very unlikely character, Igakuri. Not gonna lie, he got some drip on though, not gonna lie. He says he's been looking for Nagi the whole time, ending the chapter on a cliffhanger. This chapter was really nice and also really calm, and nothing too crazy happened except for in the end. Because what does he want from Nagi? Does he want to recruit him to the Barachita tree? He might be joining the Trio of Doom, not gonna lie. Or does he wanna clear Nagi's mind on what he wants? Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, because the sub goal is 100, so please help a brother out, you know. Also leave a comment on what you guys thought about the new chapter, and see you guys later.